And you're not, and that's pretty much it. You're taking on the role of that person. You are, try and encompass, try and envisage what would you want to happen if you was Governor of London at that moment in time. You're not bound just because you're Governor of London at this moment in time. For instance, Simon Maitland, Mr. Bloggs is Governor of London, Simon Maitland here. He doesn't want to be Governor of London. He wants to get a piece of the action. He wants to attack Milan. Mr. Bloggs puts the request through to me as Simon Maitland and says, look, King of England, Milan are attacking Dijon at this moment in time. I think we need to strike a blow into their hearts. Please allow me to command a full army. I will march down to Milan's capital city and personally devastate them or whatever. Role play. You don't have to, just because you're governor, don't mean you have to sit there and be governor for the whole of the next 30 years of your role playing life. If you want to lead an army to Milan, put that request in. If you get that request in before anybody else, you might get the opportunity to be the general that marches into the lands of Milan and strikes that blow into their kingdom. So that's how it's going to work. If you want to suggest, these Portuguese or these Danes getting too big for their boots, give me a full stack army and I will just take Bruges and Antwerp just to, expand our empire and just give them a warning shot. Put the request through. As I say, I will either say yes or I will say no. So you are all going to get that opportunity. 10 of you are going to have the opportunity, and it's going to make the campaign, I feel, a little bit more realistic, because 10 different people, 10 different mindsets. It's not me playing out every character on this map. It's 10 different people, so we're going to get maybe a conflict of interests. We're going to get people suggesting things that I think that's actually quite a good idea. So you're going to have that opportunity there. So that's how it's going to work. You can request pretty much anything. Obviously you can't influence what's built in Caen if you're Governor of London. You can't say, I want to build why don't you build something in Caen? That's nothing to do with you. You're Governor of London, so you can influence what's built in London, what's recruited in London, or where you want to take yourself, or where you want your general to go next, or whether you want your general to fight next. But you can't obviously influence other people's settlements. So there you go. All you do, as I say, is you put the request through to me with your roleplay idea, what you want to do, and I will see if it's going to be a yes or a no. And that's another thing. How do you send that request through to me? You don't send it through via the comments page of the videos. You don't send it through via the comments page on the front of my YouTube page. You send it through to me by a personal message. Just put your name on it. Obviously it'll come from you. Just put the name of the character that you're role playing. I will keep a list of the names of people who are role playing certain characters, so I've got it there, but just in case I haven't or I've forgotten it, just Mr. Bloggs, I am role playing Simon Maitland, and then you put your request. And if you want to put your request in the form of a role play, as I've said, role play it out. I want to move to southern France because it's cold here in England, send me somewhere warm, roleplay it out. Sorry there, I had to answer the phone. So there you go. Yeah, as I said, I can't remember what I was saying now. Yeah, so roleplay it out. If you send the request through as a personal message rather than saying, Damo, can you just send my character down to Marseille please, or wherever, to Bern or wherever, try and roleplay it out a bit. I'm cold up here in London in this windy, rain, wet, horrible weather. I want to go south to somewhere warmer, send me there. It just adds a little bit of the experience. You don't have to, but it's an opportunity there. It's an option. So that's pretty much it. I can't really think of anything else as to how it's going to work. There might be little quips and nuances that you think, well, what about this? That is where you will obviously ask the questions on the comments page of these videos. If you're not quite sure of something, well, how does this work? Then obviously send a comment and I will answer the question as best I can, because I want this to work. So if you've got any queries or anything you're not sure about, send it through on the comments page of these update videos and we'll get a discussion going. I'll try to clarify what you can and can't do, so you've all got a good thing in your mind of what you can and can request. And yeah, one more thing. You're controlling the, obviously controlling the characters, the family members. I keep control of all the ancillary characters, so all the spies, all the priests, all the merchants, all the diplomats. I keep control of them. All you will do is naturally put the request through. So if, as I said, if Simon Maitland wants to recruit a merchant because he wants to increase his city's trade, by putting the merchant trading wool there, then put the request in and I shall do it for you. You don't have control of where the assassins go. The king has the control of the ancillary characters. But that's the only thing that I have control of, obviously. You can request anything else. So that is how it's going to work. So the next thing then is the characters that you can actually control. So here they are. First of all, we have Lewis Scrope.
An honour, sire.
An honour indeed. He's aged 58. There's his stats. There's his retinue and traits. So if you want to roleplay the character in character, you can use his traits when considering your decisions. There you go. He's governor of Caen, and as you know, Caen is down there. Currently has a heretic in their lands, and is currently recruiting the rest of the army to attack the Spanish. So that's the situation in Caen. So when you take over Lewis Scrope, bear that in mind when you make your decisions. And then we have Michel.
My king.
Michel down in Marseille. There's his retinue, there's his stats. He's age 39 and there's his traits. If you want to roleplay him in character. Obviously I'll have to pause it with the traits, I'm just moving it up and down. And there's his city that he's governor of. It's Marseille, it's a huge city. There's the public order, there's the current tax rate, there's the population growth, and there's what's available to you to build in the next few parts. So bear this all in mind when you take over and make your next request. And there is Marseille on the campaign map. Heretic there, diplomat there. Just bear in mind who's next door to you, because it may all come into play. You've also got under attack from some navies as well. Maybe that might influence what you want to request next. So bear it all in mind. Take in the bigger picture. King Ambrose is myself, so you don't get control of him. Unfortunately. Aelfgar the Honest. Yes, so there's his stats, there's his age, there's his retinue and traits. Yep. Okay. There's what's available to him to recruit. There's what's available to him to construct. There's what he's already constructing. And there we have the population growth, public order, and current tax rate. Edinburgh, rebel army in their lands, but not much else is going on there, so bear that in mind when you want to put your request through, if you would choose Aelfgar the Honest. Prince Hubert the Cuckold.
Command me, sire.
Prince of England, there's his stats and there's his age, there's his retinue and traits. Da-di-da-di-da. Yeah, you're getting the picture now. Okay, there's what is available to him to recruit at the moment. There's what's available to construct, and there's what it's constructing. And Carnarvon, nothing much going on in there at the moment.
My liege.
Hubert Davids, Nottingham, rebels in his land.
Yes, noble sire.
There's his age, there's his stats, there's his retinue, and there's his traits. There's what he can construct, or recruit rather. Yeah, quite a few things he can recruit there. And there's what is available to construct and what he's already constructing. Paul.
An order.
Governor of York.
Command me, sire.
What's happening in York? Where is he? Oh yeah, there you go. Captain Kyle, just north, not quite in his land, but you might want to give a helping hand to his compatriot there.
My king.
33, there's his stats, there's his retinue and traits, and there's what he can currently recruit. Okay, do. There's what he can construct. There's his tax rate, population growth and public order, and what he's already constructing. Simon Maitland,
My liege.
Governor of London, age 36. There's his stats, very good stats. There's his retinue and traits, and there's what he can recruit. Okay. There's his population, growth, tax rate, and what's available to construct in the future. And that's what he's already constructing at this time.